Welcome to this week's video log for Recoupall.com. My name is Michael Thomas, and as always, I'm not blessed unless I'm blessed enough to bless someone else. So as we get this thing rocking and rolling, I want to appreciate everybody who checked out the website last week, and just let you know that there's a lot of great content that's coming, and we're going to do some amazing things, and the goal is to reconcile and uplift, but beyond that, to empower the empowered. So if you haven't had an opportunity just yet, I want to encourage you to go check out the PLOW post. PLOW meaning prepare for your life of wonder. There are a lot of good tidbits in there, and just briefly, one of the main concepts is that sometimes we start sowing seeds before we prepare the soil, all right? And I got that because I was driving down a country back road one day, and I saw a gentleman in his tractor, and he was just out plowing the land, all right? And it seems mundane of a task, but if you think about it, if you don't prepare the land for the seed, then you're not going to yield the best possible crop at the end of the season. And that's the goal. We don't want to shortchange ourselves by trying to take shortcuts through the process, because we want to get the best result possible. And sometimes on the front end it takes a little bit more time, but on the back end the result is so much greater than what would have happened if we just would have went out and said, forget it, I'm not going to prepare the land, I'm just going to go and sow the seed. Now, one of the things that happens when we haven't done anything with the land that we have in our lives, now that land, I'm not talking about the physical land, I'm talking about the internal land, right? Whether it's we haven't really been being mindful about things that are really important to us, and we've allowed for some roots to grow up, we've allowed for some underbrush, and we have a lot of work to do. So one of the first questions that naturally arises is, where do I even begin? So what I would like for you to do right now is to go get a sheet of paper. And I have a sheet of paper here. So take it and just fold it in half, okay? Once you folded it in half, on either side, write activities. And what I want you to do on the activity side is to go through your entire day yesterday or even today, from the time you woke up to the time that you went to sleep, and just list everything that you did. Everything that you did, okay? Now what I'm gonna do, whether you woke up, you brushed your teeth, you did everything, you're on your car ride, what are you listening to on your car ride? You went to work, did you work all 8 hours of the day? Or were you standing at the water cooler for like 30 minutes? Or you stopped in somebody's office for like 30 minutes? Or you were supposed to take an hour lunch and you got back in an hour and a half, all right? Just be real, all right? Just be honest. That's what we're here for. We're here to be real. So pause right here and take about 5 minutes to write down your activities, all right? Now, at this point, you should have had the opportunity to have written down all of your activities. Now what I want you to do is to take that same sheet of paper, I want you to turn it over. And on this side, I want you to write values, okay? Now after you've written values, I want you to list the 5 things that you find to be most important in your life, things that you value. Is it family? Is it faith? Is it friendship? Is it your marriage? Is it health? Whatever it may be. I want you to pause right here, and I want you to take roughly 3 minutes to write down the 5 things that are most important to you. Now, you should have had the opportunity to have listed both your values and your activities. Now what I want you to do is to take that piece of paper and open it up. And we need to look at our activities to see if they line up with our values. And if they don't line up with our values, we have to make the conscious decision to say that, yes, I am going to ensure that I do more stuff in my day that line up with my values, or I need to dig a little bit deeper and look at my values and really think, is this really important to me? Is this really important to me? Is family really important to me? Is faith really important to me? Is work and creating wealth really important to me? Is starting on that dream project really important to me? So fellas, before we move forward, take some time, look at this, let it sink in. Let's take this year to definitely grow together, because I'll be honest with you, I don't have it all figured out yet. But this whole idea of values and activities has really been on my heart, and I really felt that this is something that I wanted to share with you as we plow and then begin to sow seed and then ultimately start to reap a harvest. Not just any type of harvest, but a really large harvest, one that we can be proud of, all the work and effort that we've put into it. So until next time, until next week, when I'll be posting another video log about some more of the action steps that we can take beyond this, there is no doubt that you have what it takes to do whatever your heart desires. All right, the big test is to win one day at a time. All right, so thank you for visiting Recoupall.com. I look forward to growing with you, to be empowered with you throughout this process, and definitely come back and check us out next week. Take care. Peace.